What up, what up? Hopefully Jay just jumps on because he's trying to text me. But we live right now. We got some fire beats going on right now. What's up, big boy Will? There's Phyre. There's my girlfriend. Hey, baby. Love is the way. I think I see Phyre. Wait, we want Phyre as a guest. Phyre, you got to send me a guest request. And so does Jay. I don't think so. I don't think I'm your dad. I don't think I'm anybody's dad except for Olivia. Yo, Phyre. Okay, Phyre, you see the pink and blue twisty yin-yang thing? Click on that and then send me a guest request. That's what you got to do. I don't know if you guys will be able to see me for a second. I got to text Jay because he's texting me rather than just being on his TikTok. I'm back. Sorry, guys. I'm here. All right, so Phyre, I'm not sure what you're trying to say there. End my PCO, MPCO. I don't know what you're trying to say there. But there should be like a pink and blue thing, like the pink circle and then the blue circle kind of connected. You need to click on that and then send me a guest request. You're on your PC. Jay, it's the same. He's texting me. It's the same. Jay. Down by the road. What are you guys saying? I feel like I'm missing context. Down by the rose? What does that mean? Oh, by the place to send roses. Yes. That's where that is. Phyre, I don't know how to do it on PC. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you guys can hear this beat, but it's lit. Gonna mute you. Jay, do you see the thing? The guest request thingy? Oh, there it is. Okay, I see you. Jay is connecting in 3, 2, 1. Connecting. It says it's connecting. Hopefully that's gonna work. And Hourglass Yoga, what's up? Jay Do Ray!
Hey!
What's up, my dude?
What up? It's a good day, man. It's a good day.
Absolutely.
What up?
This is the realest kickoff that we could do for this, for Bars and Beats.
Point blank period. Straight
because, like, not only is it gonna still be hype, and still be fun, and we still got beats and still got bars and still got all that stuff, but we got illness in the group. We got Rob is feeling ill. He didn't want to go live. He's also doing other work, and that just came up, and that's just how that is. So just to be really real with you guys, it's going a little differently than we expected, but we're still gonna do it because why would we
still
not?
Gonna do it?
We're still gonna do it,
right? We're here for you.
We still love you. We're still here for you. So we still got hours of beats built up and ready to go. And we're going to do this again. This is going to be a recurring thing. I've already decided. We've got
no doubt.
Can you hear this?
That's ill. I'm feeling it. I like it a lot.
So we're going to do this probably at least once a month. I'm thinking maybe twice a month. With different artists, different people. So
no doubt.
I don't know if Phyre is going to be able to get hooked up because he said he's on his PC. So I don't know how that works. I've only looked at it on the
It's still going to be lit. I ain't even tripping.
So it's still going to be lit and Phyre is still on. So we're still going to talk to him, you know, even if we got through the comments, we're still going to hang out and do some stuff. So this is a super chill beat that we got going now.
No diz out.
What did I call this one? Because I got to remember this one. This one is called Superman. I don't know why it's called Superman.
Dang.
Really chill. This is like a Clark Kent kind of country.
I know why.
You know what I mean? One Queen Cookie. Hey, thanks for joining. Can you see the comments and things over there, Jay? Are you seeing the same comments?
Yeah, I can see that. Yes.
So you see loveistheway.com saying there he is, and you see the Hourglass Yoga?
Yep.
Sweet.
Yep.
Okay.
What up?
That was the piece that we weren't sure about, because when we do co-hosting lives, because we've done those in the past. Hey, thank you for being on, Miss Simeon.
Appreciate you.
Sharon, I appreciate you being on. But when we did co-hosted lives, I could see the comments on my section of the live, and Sarah could see the comments on her side, but we couldn't see each other's comments. Which is another reason that we did it this guest way, because then we can both see everything that's being said.
You are a smart cookie, my friend.
Yeah. Okay, Phyre, are you trying? Oh, I see that. Yes. Phyre, we're getting him connected. So we are it out.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What's up, Phyre?
It's good.
That's Phyre.
What's up?
You know, if you guys are
good
here,
to see you, bro.
I appreciate that you guys are both here. If you are here and you're a follower of me and you like Tangletown music and stuff like that, follow this man too. Follow Phyre. This is all love.
Straight up.
Even though we had it set up as a bar and beats kind of thing, and we were gonna go back and forth, and we might still do some beats and stuff. I don't know what Phyre's got cooked up. But
I've been having
this is all love. This is all respect. This isn't us against.
Can y'all hear me?
Anyone?
We can hear you.
Yeah, I
can hear you.
I'm just want to make sure.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been one of them weeks. So that's it though.
Man, who are you telling, my brother?
But it's been a week over for us too. For me personally, I got some stuff going on. I told you about. I don't think I'll talk too much about it tonight, but what it is, and we're still here for the people, and we're still here for each other. Like I said, if you're following me,
come on. You
should be following Phyre. You should definitely be following Jado Ray.
That's love.
So yeah, I love that you guys are here. So Phyre, I don't know if you know Jay. Jay is I forget your title, Jay, but Jay is a owning partner with Tangletown, same as myself.
Man, I just produce beats and I rap a lot.
And
that's all right. That's all right. I peep your page, Jay. Like I stay on y'all boys. Like I do. Like,
you know what it is, bro.
We got some stuff with you. So yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, I know. Okay. People keep saying this to me lately. I know my hair is one color. I got some gray and some brown, and my beard is red. I'm aware. This is how it's been since I was in high school, including the gray. So I'm aware, but thanks for telling me.
It's crazy. CRAZEE. Crazy.
Yeah. So hey, thank you to everybody that's on. Thank you for the likes and stuff. Let's get into it. Let's start off with Phyre. Phyre, I know you got some projects going on. So let's talk about what you got going on, what's coming up, when we can be expecting stuff. if you even
Okay.
know, because you know how that goes in this industry. Sometimes stuff gets
Absolutely.
back, sometimes stuff gets pushed
Absolutely.
forward. So,
Well, luckily I own my own label, so
yep, yep, that
I
is a
control
benefit in this
I
industry.
control that,
Okay.
but like
Okay.
that still tends to happen. So right now
Yo.
I'm working on actually the other half of my album coming out, Stained Glass and Iron Trees. So
Ooh,
the second part, Iron Trees, is coming out fairly soon. I'm doing some mixing and mastering right now, so hopefully the tracks will be out. But I did put up a video of Arson's Anonymous, which is one of the songs on the joint. So if y'all want to check out,
where
it's
can
just a little snippet. Oh, on
That's
TikTok. It's just a little snippet of the song, so like y'all can check it out
all
if
right?
y'all want
okay.
to.
That out. I'll be checking.
Yeah, definitely.
Um,
So that should be coming out hopefully before the new year, but if not, then definitely when the new year drops, I'm gonna have that out.
Word.
okay, okay,
No doubt.
that's love. So
Say
not
less.
to judge a book by its cover, but to judge an album by its title, that's a heavy title name, bro. Like
Stained Glass and Iron Trees.
Glass and Iron Trees.
It's
So break that
Woo!
down. What is Stained Glass
Agreed.
and Iron Trees? What's the vision? What's the
well, the
oh,
premise was actually a vision. It's pretty funny. My ex-girlfriend had a dream, and it was a really intricate dream. It's kind of personal, and don't want to go into it. But she said
Okay.
that was part of the dream, and I was like, you know what? Because that kind of links into what's going on, I think I'm going to use that as an album title. So
yeah,
we
that
kind of
like
collaborated on that.
that's a crazy poetic title. I like that. I dig that.
Thank you,
I'm gonna check that out
thank you.
for sure. And haven't
I
checked out
appreciate
your
it.
lives when
Hey,
you're in the studio.
fire.
Like your stuff is lit, and like having done a battle
Thank
with
you.
you before, um, you're a witty dude and you're hilarious as hell.
Thank you.
Like
Thank you. I
Jay, I don't know if you've
appreciate it.
seen
You're awesome
the
dude too, man.
I don't know if Jay, if you saw the roast battle that Phyre and I did. We did it like Wild and Out style, like no mic, and we just like made
This
Oh
man.
each other like 8 bars.
This man.
It was so funny.
It was
I'm
hilarious. No,
scared, y'all.
he
Okay.
um well, I grew up. I'm being a Philly
Okay.
boy. Like I grew up busting and everything. So
Yeah.
of course that's gonna be my
No
forte.
doubt.
But to put it in bars, man,
Right.
and that's this. You grew up doing
Okay.
stuff like that. But yeah, man, my man was funny. Like I ain't expecting to come with the razors the way he did, but I was like, all right. Like who is this little white
Hey,
boy?
man.
All right,
Exactly.
my bad. All right,
I
I
had
dig it. I dig
People
it.
I
underestimate.
clowned on your Eagles. And
I saw that the
uh,
dance
the
video.
closing bar, he's got them covered up right now because he knew I was gonna say something. But bro's got ears, and so
Yeah, no,
so I
see.
hit
There
him.
you go.
I hit him
I
with
ain't
a Lord of
ain't
the
no
Rings
shame in my
line at
game.
the end.
Oh yeah.
All right, so Jay,
I had you to hit you with a Dilbert joint, so
yeah, no, you got me good.
Next
hit you
step
with a
got
Dilbert.
bars. Don't get it twisted.
It was love, but it was hard love. It was tough love, but so
Yeah.
Jay,
Hey,
Jay,
you yelled up.
the mysterious Mr. E.
Yeah.
I know
What
what
up?
you've got going on. But why don't you tell
Yeah.
the people a little bit what you got going on? What's cooking up for you, for Tangletown,
Well,
for your project,
you
for
know
all the
what it
stuff you're
is, man.
cooking?
I'm rocking with these from Tangletown, and we just locked up a deal
That's him right there.
with Record, and Robbie Rob, the producer, aka RRD2, is coming out with a production project on the EDM tip, doing that dance music. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And the next project is gonna have vocals, and that's gonna be featuring yours truly right here. So that's gonna be crazy lit. You already know. Records. Definitely check them out. Look it up. Google that.
Yeah.
They do major shit. Distributed through Universal. So that's gonna be coming out 2022. We looking forward to that. But we got a pretty big client with the Tangletown crew, man. We are actually doing audio branding. Like y'all heard like McDonald's when they go da, 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 da. We gotta feel like that. I say we really It's
mainly
Robbie Rob.
I'm eating it. I'm eating it.
So
Yo.
he's good.
I love when
I'll
people tell me
some
that
of the
they're gonna
I
like
was
drive
kind
across
of there.
country.
So yeah, we got a real client on the
I
books
actually
that's
did it.
putting down real money, which is gonna actually finance the other projects that we have coming up. We got Goose by the way.
Yo.
We got a production project that we're working with that I can't say anything yet because it's not all the way official. So stay posted.
Yo.
And of course,
The ink is dry yet.
coming out 22. So yeah, man, that's what we got popping over here. I just got back from a
What do you got coming out in 2022? You cut out.
Uh-oh, what happened?
You cut out. You said, what do you got dropping in 2022?
The Jada Ray project.
Yeah.
As of now, we got some Phyre cuts, and I just got back from a photo shoot that we just did today. Crazy lit.
Yo.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna start posting pictures like next week. So just stay tuned.
I was just gonna say,
Probably cut him off because I was making dad noises.
We can get that up. Give me those pictures so that we can get.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna definitely check that out.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, right now I'm working with a lot of those artists. I'm doing some stuff for Goose by the way, who's not an official Tangletown dude, but he's affiliated. He's one of those like he's a dude that we rock with. Similar to the rest.
He's the real deal. He's on with Machine right now as we speak.
Yeah.
So when are we gonna get a Tangletown Evil Steve Studios exclusive?
I mean,
when's that gonna happen?
We can work something out. I'm sure we can.
Speak on that.
Send me a beat. Send me the stems to some beats, and I'll send you some vocals back. That's all you got to do.
I mean, we can probably get that going.
It is what it is. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you still owe me bars on an iteration of Say His Name project, man. Like
George Floyd joint. Yeah, no, I got you. I got some bars. No, I got some bars on that. Send me the beat.
All right. I got it on TikTok. I got it up on
Chris
Thing too. I'll send it to you again on my other channel. I got it set up, so we can.
I was gonna do it on this John.
We can at least do that. And I see.
No, I'll do it on TikTok.
Yeah, we can do it on TikTok. We can do it for real life too. And I see Cracker Jackson.
That's what I'm
talking other dudes that I like. And let's.
What up, Cracker Jack?
These, man, this TikTok world has opened up. Really, like, and if you haven't heard, Say His Name, Jada Ray is on that joint. He's on a couple of versions of it, I think. We've got some big cats on there. If you know Alexander O'Neal from back in the day, singing those R&B hits, he sings the hook on that song on all versions of it, on all the official versions of it. And we got YSO on there. We got a bunch of like local Minneapolis artists, obviously, because that was the heart of where it happened for George Floyd, and that's what the song's about. But we expand.
Send it to me, man.
Love to keep expanding it out to other artists from all the way around the world. I mean, we got Alexander O'Neal lives in Japan right now, even though he's kind of from here, and Jay, even though he lives in Minneapolis now, he's from Seattle. Like, we all felt it differently.
206.
We threw it up on TikTok because we all felt it differently. I mean, obviously, a man of my complexion felt it differently than, any of y'all. And, all of our perspectives on that are different, but I love that we all like have the same goal with it. We all don't want that to happen again.
Facts.
Want us to learn from that, and yet it keeps happening. We got the Kyle Rittenhouse trial going on right now. We got the
don't get started.
Yeah, we got the Stefan or Ahmaud Arbery. I was about to say Stefan. I was thinking about the Timberwolves. My bad. Ahmaud Arbery trial going on right now. And
I see.
And yeah, drop the link. Hourglass Yoga. You got the links to all that stuff. Drop it.
No,
but
I did write the verse to the John. So,
but let's
I got my verse. I just need to drop that.
Yeah, I'll get it sent to you. Let's get that going. So
Michael, Michael 429. Michael's 420. That's not quite as good as 420, but we'll take 429.
There it is.
Maybe
Feel
he's
you,
got
man.
9 420s. Maybe he's got 9 of them.
Yeah, not.
That's a lot of.
I need to hang with
Sugar
him then. Hang with him. Like, what's up?
You guys
get down with
realize,
the
like,
get down.
you're a
You know
Minnesota.
what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Here.
saying?
I don't know what it's like out in Philly, but it's not.
I was in Washington for 5 years, so.
So let's.
I was in Washington State for 5 years, so you know what that was like.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
Wikipedia, I see you.
That's Jay in the High Children right there with his eyes. You know what he's about. And this is our Tangletown shirt. This is a version of it. It's me and Rob and Jay. We got to get some other people on there, so I'm fine sharing that love. But let's talk about that for a second. What's the most impactful project that you've done? Let's start with Phyre. Like, what's the biggest? Whether it's ambitious, whether it's meaningful to you, or maybe it's like a woke, song or project that you worked on. What would that be for you?
Well, when I got out to Washington, I wrote this song called "The Cliff," and it dealt with my struggles with mental health and my mental disorders.
Okay.
It's actually available on iTunes, so if y'all want to check that out, definitely get. And of course, you Phyre. You can find me.
Put that in the comments.
It's a picture of me, my guitar. So yeah, let me definitely do that.
Yeah, because we want those people to see this, even if you don't got the link ready. Put it up. Cliff. Okay.
That's the name of the song. Yeah, so check that out. That's I mean, it deals with like my struggle for the past couple of years, and how I felt for the majority of my lifetime, but not being able to really explain it or tell people. So like, I put it in music, and I think it's one of the things that resonates with me the most as far as anything that I've done thus far. Because as a musician or artist, you struggle to find your voice a lot of times, especially when you're just starting out, and sometimes people either never find their voice or they don't refine it to a point where it actually starts to resonate with everyone else too. Because you write several different songs, and it can be hit or miss. People don't understand how much time and effort it goes into actually putting together music, and how many people on a project it takes to actually make one artist sound good. And I do all of it myself, so it's
it gets frustrating.
It's a little hassle, a little tedious.
You get that one song you think is going to be your takeoff,
sometimes,
and then that's not the one that's the.
And it don't happen.
I feel that. I felt that a lot. The Cliff. That's
well,
a project, man.
That's dope. I like that.
Yeah.
We need more.
I mean, I gave y'all a couple of bars. I can give y'all a couple of bars from that joint in a little bit.
Hell yeah.
You want to spit that? I'll mute this.
All right.
I'll pause this. Give it.
No, I mean, I get. I said, look, all right, I got y'all.
I know you do.
I said, look, it's the mental civil war, but we all in the same colors, all on different pages, but under the same cover. DSM-5 revised that can't hug us. Nights in the stir up, thinking that no one loves us. Feeling isolated and hated, but can't fight it. Flying like we out of control with no guidance, we can't fight it. We the drama with no pilot. Flying like we out of control with no guidance, we can't. Damn.
Hell yeah.
Said flying like we out of control with no guidance.
No, that's.
Yeah, I'm on the. I mean, I'm on the tear. Like I give y'all a little bit, but just check it out.
Fire.
You got that speed.
Check it out. Yeah, just check it out. Like,
is your YouTube Phyredelic Music? Is that you?
No, it's
You're at the real Phyre.
My YouTube. Actually, my YouTube is Phyre 210, but I'm gonna change everything up. I gotta revamp all my social media anyway. So once I plug all it in, and like I'm working on the website and everything for Evil Seed Studios. So like once I plug all that in, everybody will have links to that. It's more or less me like kind of a rebuilding phase for me in a lot of different ways. So I mean, I've been doing this for a while.
It was I
performed like
Phyre 210. We got Nick in the live.
Phyre 210.
Nick works.
I'll definitely.
She's gonna be dropping links all night. She already volunteered.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's dropping links to all these things as we talk about it. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my YouTube Doesn't have a whole lot on it. I mean, I do some covers, some a few
Most of your
things
stuff
because
is on here, right?
everybody. Well, yeah, most of my stuff is on here. Most of my hip hop stuff is on here. I do a lot of alt rock stuff. I do a lot of
Ooh,
like I said, covers. I play 16 instruments, so
god
I
dang.
mean, yeah. So like my main genre, what
Nice.
most people don't realize is my main genre
Woo.
is actually alt rock. Like I grew
Yeah.
up, playing guitar and piano and so on and so forth.
Yep.
So when most people look at me, they look at me as a hip hop artist, and then I throw them off when I pull out with stuff like The Infinite Mile or there's another song. Right now I have Girl on Fire on iTunes, and that's a rock song. So
Yeah.
I mean,
I respect it. I like
as
that,
a
man.
matter of fact, I use it on a couple of my videos on here. So like you guys can check it out. I got music on TikTok, so
Yep.
just look it
Most of
up.
your lives, like
I'm
I was
excited, dude. I thought we was the only ones that was messing with that rock stuff, man.
I
Yeah,
do
man.
everything.
90s
I
baby,
got
bro. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Green Day,
I
Yellow Card, all that, bro.
yeah, Jay, you
oh
have
You
I'm
know
an
what I
old
mean?
school skater. Like we're talking about Fallout Boy,
Oh,
and
come
my heart is
on,
always on the
man.
beat
Yeah,
side of
hell
things.
yeah.
Like I mean, freaking Mike
talking
Kim
like
and
Good Charlotte Simple
I actually
kind of
saw
stuff.
Green Day at the amphitheater. Good Charlotte,
Woo,
Simple
hell
Plan.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Switchfoot,
Oh, come
NoFX,
on,
Papa
man.
Roach,
I
Linkin
think Good
Park.
Charlotte
We
was
can
on
keep
my list,
going.
man.
Like
Bro, we
we
need
can
to
go.
link up
What
behind the
do you know
scenes, man.
about
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Switchfoot, man? I went to a Switchfoot.
Chevelle, bro. Like what you know about Chevelle?
Yo, Chevelle Red.
They actually came out with an album not too long ago. Yo, yes. I did a
Hmm.
cover. As a matter of fact, I'm on Smule too. I got a couple of videos here for me singing with a duet and a young lady on Smule. And I did a cover of
What?
The Red. Oh yeah, I sing too.
Man,
No.
So
the
Okay.
craziest concert I've ever been to. Like I went to Jay-Z here in Minneapolis, right? But the craziest concert that I ever been to
it's dope.
was Skillet and Red together. Like those,
Skillet. Ugh.
the illest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like it was the Monster Tour. They had like a giant, like 25-foot tall metal monster that they built for this album, Jay. And
That's
Whoa.
lead
dope.
singer of it is
Okay.
sitting on top of it, and there's like smoke coming out of its nostrils and stuff. He's sitting up on top of its face, 20 some feet in the air. And then
Oh, that's dope.
in the title like line, he just
Man.
screams like, "I feel like a monster," and then he just leapt off the top of it, and
That's
we all
dope.
thought he just died. Like
Really?
what did
That's
like,
such an honor.
but they built into like, because it was
Whoa.
a concert hall, right? So they had like the pit where they have the orchestra. And what we didn't realize is that was the stage setup. So they filled the pit with an actual like pit of like, like at a gymnastics studio, they got those like foam, whatever. So when he kicked off of the face of this thing, he just dove right into the orchestra pit filled with these like foam things. But he didn't come out for like the whole.
Dang.
So we thought like legitimately like he's hurt,
Whoa.
but they just
Wow.
brought Red. Like they like cut Skillet for a second. They're like, we'll be back with Skillet a little bit. We're gonna get Red out. I'm like, did the dude just die? Like I'm looking around.
He died in front of us.
During Red, you just see him crawl.
That inertia.
You just like see him crawl up out of the
That
foam.
inertia still has to be. Yeah.
That's the showstopper for real.
That inertia still has to be ridiculous.
Hell yeah.
While the show was the Linkin Park, Papa Roach, I saw NoFX, Switchfoot, and Dashboard all in one
Nice.
show.
Yeah.
That
Wow.
was ridiculous.
All right.
I was a teenager when I saw that. I was like, ugh.
So
Linkin Park shuts it down, man. I would hate to ever follow
Yes.
those guys. You can't follow Linkin Park.
Well, they were the headliners.
them.
They were the headliners. Them and Papa Roach were the headliners.
I rest my case. Thank you. Exactly. Don't nobody want to follow them guys, man.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So
And
Jay,
they played together too, which was
Concert
ridiculous.
for Blink 182 was after them guys,
yeah,
and Blink 182 was no joke.
no,
Travis
Linkin
Barker
Park-
is sick.
It was not popular.
yeah,
Travis Barker is
Travis Barker,
ridiculously
come on.
insane.
It don't
Yeah.
get no hotter.
That man is insane.
like when
Fact,
he
man.
played, like
I mean,
they did all the remixes of rap songs with Barker playing the beat instead.
He
like,
did that. Yes.
That was the hookup.
Yes.
Like
shit was
honestly,
on
like,
steady, bro.
that like my favorite hip hop album of all time is the Linkin Park Jay-Z crossover. Like
The collision
The
Mm.
collision
course.
course, like that is the
I don't know.
no, that is the
No, it's dope. It's dope.
joint.
Here's the thing about that though. Like I liked it because it was one of those things that was
Careful, I can kick you off with this.
I mean mashups have been done. Mashups have been done.
Yeah,
But it was still kind of innovative.
yeah,
The thing that I was he's like, yeah. The thing that I was a little off about was the idea that the songs weren't they were mashed up, but they weren't really meshing. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. There were a couple like
it's one thing to have a mashup,
I don't
and it's
just
another thing to have like a
it's
mashup.
it's
Like
not good from
it's
start
two
to
songs that actually go together.
right. It's not clean from
Right.
start to finish.
Yep.
It had 3 that I think were amazing, but all 10 of them like no, like
Oh,
they like
sonically, the whole album was amazing.
right,
Like it
but
really was.
they
I
didn't
mean, as
flow.
far as
No
that, but
question.
conceptually, it was like
Yeah, that was that first thing.
Nicopedia,
Nick.
I see you. You're right. We was talking about it.
So Jay, I've like
Yeah,
going back like 8 questions. Jay, what was your most like impactful for you song or project or whatever?
Man,
I know.
when I was just leaving my TV show, I was getting into radio. I did it backwards. I went from TV to radio. You're supposed to go from radio to TV, but whatever. I went backwards. I went smaller. So
Impressed. Impressed did it.
I got
He's
going
successful
backwards.
now.
yeah. So I got
Yeah, I can
an
hear you tapping
offer
too.
from a
Jay, are you
college.
tapping your screen? Are
the
you
college people was like,
You are. Cut it out.
yes.
I can hear you tapping too,
But
bro.
sorry.
You good?
I'll stop.
Because I'm hearing.
But
Hey.
so they came at me. They was like, "Hey, we're doing this.
What up, Nico?
It's like a play for orphans,
Okay.
and the kids that are orphans that came up through the system are going to act in it, and we want you to do the music for it." And I was like, "No, I don't want to do that."
Like,
But then they
any
were like,
type
"Just come
stuff?
down to the college and meet the kids." And then I came down and I met the kids, and they were telling stories about how they came up through this crazy orphanage system, and they got placed with parents that tried to use them and
Yeah.
did all kind of crazy stuff to them, and they would put back in the orphanage. I felt like I had to do something, so I wrote the whole soundtrack for the play. We did the play, and we ended up raising like $500,000 or something for it. So that's absolutely the most meaning, because the money went back into the orphanages in Seattle. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
it went to orphan kids, and yeah, I've never ever in my life done anything that was that fulfilling, that actually made a difference. So that's definitely
There you go.
that's definitely number one from anything I ever did.
That's dope, man.
There it is.
You've
It meant
done a
something, man.
few.
It mattered, you know.
You've done a few like big conscious raps and stuff too. Like that's a huge thing though. Man,
Yeah,
I
man.
should have gone first. I don't want to follow that. Like mine is mine is so personal.
Mine is trivial.
Mine
damn.
is personal. I wouldn't say it's trivial, but it is personal. Like for me, the first single that I put out, the first single I ever put out, first single I ever recorded actually, was this song. Basically, it's called "These Hands." It's still there's a college seniors take on a music video from from my college. It's not great, is what I'm saying. But it is up still on YouTube, and I'll put out the song. I'll put out the recording of the song up on my TikTok, because I don't know why I haven't done that yet. But the song's concept is basically how I felt like I'm living this like dichotomous life. It's about how, with my hands I've done stuff on this side, for the conservative that I grew up, with my Republican family, and I'm healed now, by the way. But I've done like these very like conservative, like typical Christian church boy kind of stuff, and then I've done some hood stuff.
Yeah.
And just kind of talking
Right.
about that, like how I kind of was trying to skirt that line. I was trying to play both sides of that fence, and just kind of what it was doing to me internally. Phyre was talking about his own internal mental health kind of struggles, and I think that song is really what opened me up to maybe there's something wrong, like, and really getting therapeutic about it, in an NF kind of way, just spitting out my therapy. And so for me, like, getting to a point where I could talk about it, even in like this way that I tried to mask as being like poetic and whatever, like it was so thinly veiled that like people are starting to talk to me like, are you okay? Like that song is lit, but like, are you okay? And so for me,
that means it connected though. That's dope.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So for me, like the fact that it hit other people and that they could see, the pain and relate to that, like, like, hey, I get trying to play two sides of a coin, like, being the dude
right.
that goes to work at a 9-to-5 job with the tie on, and then that night, like, you're trying to, get your grind on in a different kind of way is a whole thing. And for me, that was in college that I was realizing that about myself. So, we're getting
I know that lane, bro.
I feel you.
We're getting to that lane. Yeah. Okay. So
I know that lane 100.
let's talk some more about some other stuff. Like, Phyre, you're from Philly. Jay, you're from Seattle. You live in Minnesota for right now.
Yeah, man.
But I lived in Seattle.
You live in Seattle now?
You in 206 right now?
I lived in Seattle. No, I lived in Seattle 5 years. Like I just got back to Philly like 3-4 months.
What the heck?
But yeah, I was in Seattle. That's when I met you, Chris. I was in Seattle. Yeah,
we could have hooked that up.
Going back out there,
bruh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Jay was in Seattle.
Cool. It's good. Like, I like the map. The map is this small to me now. I drove across country. It's cool. It ain't about nothing. We gonna link up.
No doubt.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, I was in Seattle. I was actually in Tacoma, but I say Seattle because most.
And Nick is still in Seattle.
Same diff, man. Yeah.
No, it's like 45 minutes away from Seattle.
Right. Like I say that Jay is in Minneapolis. He's not in Minneapolis. He's outside of Minneapolis, but like 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Like I say I'm in Minneapolis, but I'm 10 minutes outside of it.
Right.
Direction. Like, it's the same thing.
Because most people don't know like Tacoma or Des Moines.
Right.
I live in
Buren,
Pure Olive.
Renton.
I've been all over that.
Exactly.
Actually, I lived there. I worked in Renton. I worked at the Music and Arts right there at Renton. I'm surprised you've never seen me there.
That's hilarious.
Like, I was right there in Renton. I was a manager at that joint for like a year, and then I went to Lakewood.
Holy shit.
That's insane.
You was a local. Dang,
we didn't know this.
Yeah. My homie's still out there. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, that's a crazy connect that we got there, man.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
It's meant to be.
Yeah.
There it is.
We were talking about the
no mistakes, no coincidences.
We were talking about the Sonic branding that we're doing with that company out in Seattle. I don't know if we can say it. Can we say it?
Okay.
I think the ink is dried, but we were laughing about how McDonald's has that earworm, that ba-da-ba-ba-ba, and we're trying to do that same thing. I love when people tell me like you did, how you drive across the country. I had like friends of mine with their kids, because I'm 33, so I got friends that have kids that are like 10. And so my buddy was like, "Oh, we're gonna drive across the country. We have this mapped out. We have all these snacks packed up. We're gonna eat healthy on this trip. We're gonna go camping. We're gonna eat healthy and whatever." And I'm like, "Try going through North Dakota, and then ba-da-ba-ba-ba, you ain't got no choice." Like there is nothing.
Like, when you get out in the motherfucking sticks, bruh. Like, yo, I went through this little town. I swear it looked like Deliverance. There was nothing there but the little gas station and a gun shop across the street.
Yo,
and I'm looking like, I feel like somebody gonna come out with a banjo and be like, "What you doing here, boy?" Like, I can't.
That's exactly what I
I'm like, "Oh, bruh."
Georgina the giraffe is on. See, we got people like this is what I love about TikTok and what I love about Tangletown and all this other stuff. Like, we got a friend right now on from Ireland. Like, we got the whole map covered.
Wow,
like the global map covered. Um,
Hell
I got a
yeah.
homie from Ireland. Actually, the little plushie that I did, that I got, the little Charizard plushie that I did a video of,
yeah.
I got that from Ireland. My homie Phyre did
Nice.
that joint for me.
Nice.
It's like, well, then again, it was like a beam 50 for that damn plushie, plus, but still, it was worth every penny because it was custom. So,
There you go.
I got a question. Phyre, you in the Shy
usually,
right now?
no, right now I'm in
Yo,
Philly. I'm actually.
what's the real deal, man? What do y'all think of DJ Academics, man? Y'all hate that nigga, man? What's up?
In Philly? Oh
He
man,
knows
like,
exactly what I'm talking about. He knows
bruh,
exactly what I'm talking
I'm
about,
trying to
bruh,
man.
laugh off
I ain't
screen.
What's
even
I
the
gonna,
can't.
deal, bro?
You
What's
can't
good?
say that. And
I
then
ain't even touch that, bruh. I ain't even gonna touch that. Look, I ain't touching that with a 10-foot pole. People still messed up
woo,
on Will and Jada, man. I ain't even gonna hurt people's
woo,
feelings like
I feel
that.
you. All
woo.
right.
You all you
No, I'm
could
good. I'm good.
I'm not asking, but you could have just been like, how you feel about the baby? Like, no, don't, not right now. Like, wait, you can't just throw that stuff out, man.
You can't just throw it out there.
You gotta prep us
Say this is
beforehand
social
before
Right.
you
tax,
talk
My
about
bad.
that. You gotta
My
prep us.
bad.
right?
It's kind of a loaded question. My
That
You
is a
bad.
loaded
gotta prep a
question.
dude. You can't just be like, how
I'm
you
Oh
just
feel
man,
about the baby?
curious, man, because
like,
the
it's an
war in
unstable
Chirac
question.
made people mad, bruh.
Yeah.
And I just wondered what a native really thinks about that because it's
Man,
interesting to me.
there's so much nut shit that happened with Bulls in Philly. Like I can't even call it no more. Like I can't even.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just, it
Right.
is what it is. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we had, like, actually my homies had beef with Joe Button. Like Joe Button
What?
like came off as another ass bull. Yeah, Joe Button came off as
Dang.
another ass bull. He's a priss, and
Whoa.
like I he is like I don't personally know the bull, but every interaction that like my clique, my team, whatever the hell had with him, because they did a show for Petey. They opened up for Petey Crack,
Word.
and,
Mm.
and Joe Button was in there, and it's like, yo, they
Really?
about to smash the bull. So like, yeah, I mean, like, this bulls to be drawing, like,
Yo.
shit. I seen
Well,
Beans come up in a strip club and act a fool.
you feel me? Yeah,
I
man.
seen Beans, yo, Beans be
You just
wild,
said a
yo,
lot.
but
Hang on.
Yeah.
that's a bull.
Hang on. You just said so much and so
I
little at
just,
the same time. Like,
I just, I was just blew
you
by.
can't just
I just blew by
you can't
everything, right?
just sprinkle that in and then not.
All right, so, all right, story time. Like we do here on TikTok.
Hang on.
Story
I
time.
need to
Let's get
All
it.
right,
distance
so my
myself.
homie,
I still want to hear, but I need to distance myself real quick.
story time. All right, so I'm not a a shaky butts kind of person. I'm not a I'm not a strip club kind of dude. That's not even my forte. I usually spend time, in the corner talking to a girls drinking a beer and telling them I ain't, I mean, I ain't giving them $1. Like, look, it's cool. Like y'all girls on y'all hustle. I have nothing against the sex industry. It's just ain't my bread. I'm
It's not
here with my homie.
okay.
My homie used to actually my homie was a bouncer for
Mm.
this club in North Philly. This is actually this high end strip joint in North Philly, and then they had this after party afterwards. It was like $300 a head to get
Mm.
in that joint. I'd be in that joint for free every weekend because he was the bouncer on both spots.
Yeah.
Cool. So I seen a little bit of everybody come in that joint. People with bread came in that joint.
Yeah.
Beans came up in that joint half drunk one day, and he was talking to the bartender like he was reckless with the bartender. He was yelling at the DJ to play his music. Like that
Mm.
boy was in there wilding, like bro, like he was in there wilding. Almost got
Mm.
into two fights. The bouncers actually, like my boy had to ask him to leave because he was in there wilding. Like yo, like I don't care if you
Yeah.
beans, bro. Like you can't be causing a disruption. And like there's multi-millionaires in that club. Like they're like,
Right.
you see what I'm saying? Like so, it, it was like, bro, look, like you can't be like you can't have that whole. I understand you a whole pardon the French, but I understand you a whole Philly nigga, but you can't always act like a whole Philly nigga. I mean, come on, man. I'm like, bro, like, sheesh. But yeah, that boy, he was tripping. He was in there. He was in there bugging. Like, and I'm looking at him the whole time, like, damn, bro, like,
Yeah.
chill, like,
You can't have a
you in here.
Right.
There's a whole bunch of scat.
you can't have
Because
a name
the
at
girls used to
pool.
go over after work.
Yeah.
Bingo. The girls used to go over after work, so they be in there still in the, in they little uniforms or whatever. I'm like, there's a whole bunch of scattered ass right here. You can chill right there and just,
Mm-hmm.
drink whatever, do what you do. But you in here drawing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all the girls are looking at you like, what's wrong with this bull?
Mm.
But then again, I also think
That gets you kicked out of
getting
regular
just
bars real
like
quick.
served in person, all this shit.
Yep.
Facts.
Yeah.
So
Facts.
Jay,
Like,
I know you
What
worked with
up?
some names. I know you know some peoples. From Seattle town. So from that Seattle town kind of perspective, who's the big name for
Yeah.
you other than you? Can't say you, and you can't say the high.
I mean, I went to the studio one time, and it was a bunch of dudes. It was a studio I'd never been to before, but I heard it was lit, so I went up in there, and it was all like I went in there because I got an invite for a studio session. So studio session. I figured I was gonna go in and spit my shit.
Yeah.
That was what it was gonna be, and that'd be it, right? I didn't expect 12 motherfuckers to be in there when I mobbed in there. You know what I'm saying? It's like a bunch of rappers in there. And the producer.
that's what happens. Normal
Yeah, you
studio
know what it is. He's like Mr. Big Time. He's like the local hometown hero. And he's like, look, this is how we're gonna do it. Everybody gonna write their bars for this beat. And whoever got the best bars, that's who's gonna get on the beat.
Who was?
So he made us all compete.
That's happened.
Who was the dude?
Yeah, So turns out, well, I killed that shit, by the way. You know they use my shit. But anyway, that's what.
Of course.
I love.
Turns out
real close.
that is the studio that Macklemore came from. That was his squad.
Oh, shit.
I was hanging out with Macklemore's people. I didn't know he wasn't Macklemore yet, but
right.
That's what it turned out to be. So
that's dope.
I have an indirect connection to Macklemore.
I was in
Would you say Macklemore is the biggest on that coast still, or would you give that back to we the best music and that kind of DJ Khaled?
I mean,
I know Akon's
really
Africa now, but
it's a bunch of different categories. I would say the person that's the most lit that came out is my boy, Lil Mosey, man. He did Blueberry Quavo or no Blueberry, whatever that shit is, bro. That shit was huge, man.
Yeah,
tens of millions of views on YouTube, crazy numbers on Spotify. Blueberry Fuego. Lil Mosey got it in, man, and that's last year.
Yeah.
So he at the top of the pile right now. Macklemore did his thing, won awards, huge. But then you got the old school G, Mix-a-Lot. He made more money than all them guys off one track. Baby Got Back. Which got sampled by Nicki Minaj. So,
I didn't even know Mix-a-Lot was from out there, though. Till just when you said that. I wouldn't have known that.
Oh, yeah.
There
you go.
I mean, I knew
Well, see, Philly got some heavy hitters.
Avenue Q or something.
Definitely.
Philly got some heavy hitters, so
Philly got some people.
Philly got crazy heavy hitters.
So,
well, I used to spit. I don't know if y'all familiar with Rain Man.
Yup.
Or L.E.N.S., like Young Hitman, all of them. Like I actually remember L.E.N.S. I used to spit with L.E.N.S. I used to spit with that boy when he was on the projects in the same Dickie. Oh yeah.
What?
Oh, I mean, I used to spit with that boy when I was a young boy. Every time I used to see him, man, that's actually how I got my bars up. Every time I see him, he was like, "Young boy, spit a new 16." Spit a new 16. So I used to be in a circle with YHM and just spit the whole time. We be at the deli on 48th and Lindbergh. We just be out there, just bars. I was actually out there when he was recording making a band, John, when he went back home to Philly, but I couldn't do the whole waiver thing and all of that shit. So like they kept me out the shots, but I was out there with Brill and all of them. I'm like, this boy, his mom Dukes and all that. Yeah.
Hey, Phyre. I gotta keep it 1,000 wild with you, bruh. That boy L.E.N.S., I would be intimidated. That boy can spit. Nah, you was spitting in the same cipher with that dude. Props, bruh. That's real, man.
Well, yeah, he admired the fact that I walked into ciphers and shut them down. I used to walk into ciphers in the hood and shut them down. Like
Woo!
when
Yeah.
White Shin was out there, and then the young boys, they'd be like, "Yeah, young boy, go up against my young boy, yada yada yada." And I walk into a cipher to be 4 niggas rapping. As soon as I start, I just shut the
Yeah.
whole cipher down. Everybody like,
Yeah.
"Who's going next?"
Man.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody.
I said, "It's Phyre. Thought I told you. I'm lyrically credited just for heating niggas up. Then I stomp into a smolder. The heat holder with a soul colder than shoulders. I spit it
That
just to
ain't
warm
fair.
up, get it popping like a toaster. I spit the flames closer and fill the back drafting the words that I craft and later smack dab. But boy, you whack ass. You calling me the king? I ain't Latin. So
Damn.
my bad, I cut out. Yeah,
So
see,
you,
it's so hot.
It's
The
all
camera
good.
stopped.
I know you've done ciphers. Did you
No,
ever actually do like proper battles? Like, were you in spots battling? Jay, I know you
I
got
actually
battle
started
bars,
battle
but
rapping when I was 15.
yeah. Jay,
I
what was
started
that
battle
like
rap
for you? Did you ever
when I was
battle rap?
15.
Did I ever battle rap?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like that's how I came up, bro.
That's the
That's
come up, right?
what rapper hasn't battle rap? That's the only way you get on,
Exactly.
man. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly. I was
No,
I
yeah,
was
dude.
16
Like
in ciphers.
I
I hear so
probably
many
all
dudes
I
that
did
haven't.
for 4 or 5 years straight was battle rap.
See,
You
I've
know what I
heard so
mean?
many dudes that haven't, and that's the thing.
Yeah, that's a
Like there's so many dudes like from out here, from Minneapolis, that go unchallenged. You know what I mean? Like Slug didn't
They
do
not
his
rappers
first.
then.
real.
They're
Right.
not rappers
Man, like
then.
Slug didn't do his first
I
battle
mean, yeah,
with
dog.
that 12-year-old like 8 years ago. You know what I mean? Like he's been in his mind the top dog in Minneapolis for the last couple of decades. But his first proper battle was against a 12-year-old, and that was only 8 years ago. You know what I mean? Like that's not
That's a
Crazy.
12-year-old though. Like
that's the thing.
I was
And the
battling
12-year-old
I was
bodied
battling
him.
25, 30
The
years old when I
kid,
was 16,
the
15,
kid bodied
16.
him.
Like
You know what I mean? Like
Facts. Exactly.
um,
Exactly.
and
Yeah,
that
man.
was
And
as a matter
yeah. So like
as a matter of fact, Ground Up, the original group I was with, Ground Up, did a battle versus Black Star and back in the
whoa.
oh
Oh,
one, oh two.
really?
Yeah, we battled Black Star. I murdered them boys. Like, like I was first up, and I once again I shut that boy up. He was just on. He was on some. Yeah. No, yeah. Black Star Entertainment came down and we
yeah,
battled Ground Up. Yeah, battled Ground Up. Had that
yeah.
shit on camera.
Which is like
16, ripping the game up.
that's
Thing
one thing
about
I wanted to
battling,
bring up
Chris,
with.
is like,
Say it again. Sorry.
oh no. The thing about battling people when you come up is you learn, man, because a dude could be not nearly as nice as you, but if he got one bar that makes everybody to stare laugh,
Yep.
you lost.
Right. Right.
Well,
And
the
you
thing
have to
also the
lose
thing is the crowd too.
to get better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
It's the
ain't
crowd
win every
too.
battle I ever got in. And I lost, but that's
Yeah.
what makes me what I am now.
Right.
I've been booed off stage.
Yep.
Like,
you see what
I've
I'm
been
saying? Exactly.
too
but
many times.
the whole thing about it is it's also the crowd.
Yeah.
Well, the
Yep.
thing about it is it's the crowd. It's like I've never really been the conventional rapper. I've never been like a serious gangster rapper, none of that. Like I rap about what I know. And a lot of times if you get into a crowd where it's nothing but, you know, gangster rappers bull saying whatever, I'm hot. Yo, I see you. I see you. I'm looking at your comments. But like you get into a joint and like you start spitting some old, you know, Nas flow type shit, and everybody want Lil Yachty. It's like, bro,
Right. That's not the
Facts.
case.
Right. And like,
And
I'm sorry,
yeah,
Lil
losing battles
like people
for
like
me,
that are trash. Like I'm
yeah, like losing battles for me is the thing that made me write better. You know what I mean? Like when I'm writing for an album, when I'm writing for a single, I'm trying now to make sure that every single like 2 bars at least, like that it hits. You know what I mean? Like every single thing hits over and over. Because like when I did my first joint, like my first album, like I would flow to get to that line. You know what I mean? Like I would paint the picture, and then on the 8th
got
line, I'd be like, "Oh, this is the thing that hits hard." But then you lose them in those 6 bars that
you
don't mean
gotta
anything until you get there. And so, losing battles for me, that was the thing
It's
that
gotta
made me
be.
go, "Okay, every single thing needs to have punchline, setup, punchline, setup, punchline,
Well,
biggest
that's
punchline,
another thing.
fine,
There's
but you
another thing.
gotta hit."
Well, it's another thing. This is one thing that I learned about, like, especially when it comes to hip hop. Multi-tier punchlines are what hit the most. Like, if you really stop and think about it, hip hop and lyricism is nothing but poetry.
No. Yeah.
Now,
Right.
what poetry is, it's a pentameter, they're couplets, and it's set to a certain speed, but it's the mastery of a particular language. And what I have to consistently tell people all the time is AAVE is an accredited language. So if you have a mastery of that particular language, you have a mastery of a certain prose, you have a mastery of certain metaphors and being able to fit all of that, then hip hop is easy. Like it really is. But it takes that mind to work it.
Right.
Like I mean,
Right.
I've been a punchline rapper since I started, like just listening to people, and then as I got a little bit, more versatile, and between reading and watching movies and all of that, like I throw Henry David Thoreau bars, like it's like most,
You got
and
intentional
it's just
witty shit.
it's how you keep it up. I try. Well, I
Yep.
mean, it comes from just being, well, I guess well read. I'm somewhat well read. I'm intelligent by default. I say that, but
Man,
yeah,
If you're the smartest dude in the room, you're the smartest dude in the
I
room.
mean, well, if you're the smartest dude in the room, you shouldn't be there.
I like that. I like that.
There it is.
You got to challenge yourself. Yeah.
I never like to be the smartest person in the group. Yep, never wanted to be the smartest person in your
I
group
like that.
because then you're not
that's a
growing.
great statement. Yep.
I
Just
think.
like to be in the best rap in the room. I don't like to be the best rap in the room.
Yep. I like that.
Then I
Right.
can't learn.
I
Nothing.
had that on a
Yep.
on a poster in my first op. I've had a lot of careers in my life. The first church I worked at, it said that if you are the most, it was holy. It was like, if you're the most holy dude in this room, you better be alone. You know what I mean? Like, you don't
Yep.
unchallenge yourself. Never be the dude that goes unchallenged, because
Yep.
that's what we're looking at. That's going back like 3 conversations here. Like, that's what we're looking at right now in Minneapolis. Like, just real talk. Like, I mean, Tangletown, we're an untapped culture right now because, like, I mean, I'm not trying to throw too much shade, but rhyme sayers, to be real, like, they have gone unchecked for so long that they think that they're the top dogs in Minneapolis.
Bring me out there.
That's because they
Bring
haven't
me out there.
had anything. You know what I mean? Like, to
Bring me out there. I'll
like,
show them where they
you know
at.
what I mean? So, like, for us to, like, we're not challenging them directly. We're not trying to start beef, but you know what I mean? Like, we're trying to elevate that game up. And that was the thing that, like, it bothered me internally, that, like, there were people out here directly asking Slug, like, why are you putting out a song? Why are you not talking about George Floyd? Why are you not talking about, Philando? Like, they were out here for all
Oh
that stuff.
man.
Like,
Right.
why aren't you putting out stuff about this? Because they pride themselves on story time rap from the Minneapolis perspective, and yet nothing came out of that, out of the biggest Minneapolis group. You know what I mean? Like, so that's one thing that I think, like, we all need that. So, like, my question in asking, like, who was the biggest in your neighborhood, it wasn't just to talk about your neighborhood. It's to, like, recognize that, like, there's dudes out here that are doing stuff that is more recognizable than what we're doing, and not because we are less talented, but because, like, we aren't there. You know what I mean? Like, we're still
Gotta make
building,
moves. They
and
just
we
making
got to
moves.
do that, and we got to recognize who's the biggest cat in the room, because, if you want to be that dude, you got to know who you got to take out. Like Jake Paul thinks he's the best, like, boxer in the world, and that's because he's been boxing schlubs. You know what I mean? Like, you can't declare yourself the big
Bingo.
bully in the playground when you've been fighting first graders and you're in high school. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta
Right.
be the
And
dude,
I'll be real with you.
dudes. But at the same time,
I
Big
got
like,
my ass handed to me a couple times.
yeah,
So
you gotta know when you're
I
about
mean,
to lose.
hip hop, it is what it is.
Yeah, you gotta know when you're about to
Yep.
lose.
But that,
Yet
like I
still,
said, it also made me sharp.
Oh yeah. Exactly.
Iron sharpens iron. That's right.
that's right. That's right. So,
Bam.
But
Yep. Yep.
now y'all got me wanting to just like flow bars now.
oh,
Like just
hit it.
go go ham right now. Y'all,
Let's do it. Let's go. Yeah, man. Spit
Let's
that shit,
do it.
man.
I can get you some. I can get you some.
Take
shit.
a 8. Jay, take
All
a.
right, so let me.
I like it.
I'll give you
All
an
right, look.
exclusive off the album. No, go ahead. Go ahead. No, I was gonna say I'll give you an exclusive of 16 off the album. It's actually more like 32. But go ahead.
Throw
Y'all
it.
rock it first. I spit all the time.
Throw it. You want
Okay.
a beat? You want a beat or you
This
want a flow? I'll
this is
throw a beat up.
I can rock it. I can tell it. We good.
yeah, it was because of that shit that we was talking about earlier. Like you was talking about your mental health and all that shit, and it made me think of this rhyme that I had. I don't even know if I remember it, but I'm gonna try.
All right, rock out.
If I forget in the middle, then somebody else got to go.
No, we good. We good. We know how ciphers go.
Okay,
We know exactly
so
how
look,
ciphers go, bro. Let's look at
another love song playing on your radio box. Another ghetto casualty. Another mother in shock. Another girl cried. She had a nigga of hope till another brother shot a brother over a rope. Is this another way of looking at the world that we live in? They taken when they should be given in the name of capitalism. But is it real realism? Or is somebody trying to convince you that what is isn't? Vision, precision with precision, that ain't what you need. Another date, another dollar that you don't see. That's all I remember.
all right.
That's all
right, we going on that tip. I got something for you.
I knew it.
Society, hypocrisy, the twist of lie, democracy, work around the clock to stop the constant pains of poverty, brought into a world with less love, more property, and all the self-consciousness is eating at me constantly, so chronically. Niggas never on the same page, grab the same gauge, putting niggas in the same cage and by the same age. We common stereotypes. Now we caught in social traps and being forced to live like mice. So I'm forced to grab the mic and show the world no sophisticated who didn't get differences and watch a hatred disappear. Little brothers kill each other in the fit of hit and fear. If you want to know the truth, take your first look in the mirror. See that you can fix yourself. Now expose a hit and lie. Poor folks left out racist rage and genocide. Taking dough to circulate, but gotta give it back living. Coming up with nothing, asking what else do I have to give? The struggle for the money, hunger turns to pain, and the streets go to war because code is scripted in the game. The niggas on the block of rock trying to get that change, and money comes and goes like oath for life remains the same. The money off the death, drugs, mostly off the prisons. But stupid niggas probably get their freedom just to living. But why they getting stripes around the hood for getting sentence? They never getting back the years of freedom they was missing. So all my niggas on the grind, slaving on the block when I spend it, to have another nigga try to take your shine. Y'all that ball and shit's a corporate way to feed your mind. No when someone dies, it goes to jail for something asinine. More statistics, more figures, fast money, book snitches, but there's more to life than getting dough and getting big. And no one sees it by killing our own people. We'll never have the strength to be equal. I don't believe you. It's the twisted lie.
Is that off that's off the new album?
No, that's just some shit that I threw together a little while ago.
Damn. You need to throw some that genocide line, like it like you need to throw that down for real.
Crack.
That's the woo.
Hell yeah.
I'll put it on some.
All right,
I got another one.
Your turn.
All right, I got one.
Oh yeah, I don't know what's on you, bro.
It's
on you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're good. Nick, there you go.
Yeah, that's Nick. She works with us. She's a member of Tango Town. All right, I got.
All right.
Why is it too many times we fail to recognize what's here? We seem to idolize and fantasize, and we live like there's no fear. Why is it every time I turn around, I see many needs for change? But when I speak up or speak out, it seems I'm deranged. Maybe I am crazy. I'm probably out of my mind some. I probably lost my marbles, but I know just where to find them. Because if I seem crazy or undignified, it's to glorify my Lord. and if you want to find my marbles, well, I know where to find yours. That's all I got right now.
I like it.
My man. All right.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
My man. All right, I'll give you something off the album.
All right,
I said, look.
Album. Give them a taste. And for real, if you guys are still on here and you haven't clicked on these guys' faces to follow them, make sure you're doing that. And Jay and Phyre, just say something in the comments so that they can click on like your icon. Because I think if they click on your face on there, it wants to send you gifts only. And if they just want to follow you without throwing money at you right now, you got to just quick say something.
There you go. I said, look, you now about to witness a phenomenon. A titan is born, fire is on. So ring the fucking fire alarm. The eye of the storm is here, but it's quiet and calm. Till I rip the fucking roof off, has you nod to the song. I thought it was gone. Surprise, I'm back in a new sense. I'm about $1. Why the fuck I need your 2 cents? Oh shit. Oh damn, that threw me off. Bet your bottom dollar, lose your wallet, better money spent. So if if your money at your mouth, you're probably about to lose your rent. Since the age of 9, I was rhyming. They said I had it. Said he's talented. The young dream to catch it, fire like Katniss. He never made a splash because he jumped in the pool of matches while these haters trading only like the Judas because my passions. Oh man, y'all got me on here snapping, yo.
Dude,
So rumor around is I quit.
ripping
Y'all niggas can win in the award, and all these niggas can go overboard. I am the captain. This is my ship. I am the driver. This is my pit. This is my track. So watch how I shift. All on my pole, you waiting for fish, blocking and shine, creating the clips, and you niggas like dances, you waiting for tips, asking me how I can switch to the rock, rap, the country, the folk, the pop, take a guitar, then I'm playing the spit, tell them the answer is simple as this, food with thought was part of my plate, I went to the bathroom after I ate, cause hunger and talent equals the shit, so rumor around as I quit, acting y'all niggas can win in the war, and got me repeating the ball cause I'm bored. Niggas is thinking they see the skit. So I sit back and I roll me a split, drop a hot single, then I retire, give me some pussy, just what I miss, give me a beat. Booth and light, the way you see smoke, you're going to see fire. Plenty of niggas attempted to tribe and fight on fire. Damn! Y'all got me in here rolling. Y'all got me in here rolling. Look,
man.
I like it. I like it. Shit's hot, man. Hell yeah,
my man.
Man.
Thanks, you guys,
dude.
Eventually, I'm gonna finish some bars.
Everdeen line,
right?
A Katniss Everdeen line, and it was fire. Like you said some stuff about a character played by J-Law,
what it is,
Jennifer
man.
Lawrence, and it was fire. That's not okay. Like that's.
I mean, I got the vocabulary to bury all of my adversaries. Know these niggas fake, so my battles be imaginary. Lyrical action where we veto your rhymes. You try to sit mine, but you got it backwards. They call you Papa's Berry.
Did you smoke?
You ain't hell. You ain't read all the signs. To me, I smoked. I probably didn't know. Yeah, I did actually.
How are like
you ain't hell. You ain't read all the signs. I know one flow is controversial. I'm Greedo and high. Oh yeah.
You can't be that fast. You should not be that fast.
I got bars all day. I got bars all day, bro. I got bars all day.
Facts.
Yeah, man. And you should. You should have something in the chamber if you're gonna be shooting. You gotta have something in the chamber.
Okay.
All right.
No doubt.
I said my draw is controversial. I'm Greedo and high.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, dog. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Who's top 3 albums, not top 3 artists. Top 3 singular albums in your playlist. If you had to play 3 albums, Desert Island, over and over.
What genre? What genre?
No, it doesn't matter.
I
mean, yeah, it's a lot.
You got 3.
You can't do that to me.
I can. I just
you can't do that to me.
I can. I just did.
All right.
Y'all,
you guys go first.
Brought up the baby and
that's tough, man. That's tough.
Some other stuff earlier.
Okay, I'm gonna say Nirvana. I'm from Seattle, man. Nirvana's first album, crazy. Boogie Down Productions, Criminal Minded. I mean, I can't live without that record. And probably motherfucking Dookie, Green Day. What?
My man. My fucking man. Dookie was shit.
Okay.
All right. What about you?
You're shooting at me first. Okay, I was trying to think while I was making you.
What about you, bro? Nah. You the host. You supposed to go. I've been talking this whole time. Like I'm hosting this show.
So for me,
that's like asking to choose your favorite children. Who said that?
Like at least 3 faves per John. That was Nick.
Good looking out, nigga.
Yo, Nick, I'm gonna follow you. Follow me back. We gonna.
Yeah, you'll like Nick. She's funny. I think for me, my top 3, if I was listening to 3 albums for the rest of my life, I would do Skillet, Whispers in the Dark. I would do, like, I know I just clowned on them, but I would say probably Seven's Travels by like old school rhyme sayers, like Atmosphere's first like breakout. Like Trying to Find a Balance.
It's a biggie. All right.
Trying to Find a Balance is that song. It's similar to my first single. You know what I mean? It's that same kind of thought. Like you're trying to find your way between X and Y, but you're living in B. You know what I mean? Like it's you're not even on the same side of the coin that you're trying to be on. And then, yeah, my girlfriend knows me really well. I bump Biggie a lot. So
Biggie, of course, Biggie.
I'd probably
Yeah.
cheat and say like Biggie Smalls' greatest hits and not pick like a specific album of his.
An actual album.
Yeah.
I pick Biggie and throw
Biggie,
a
I
Biggie
mean,
Smalls'
It's
greatest.
Biggie.
Yeah,
You really
man.
can't.
I almost went there, but I was like, that's too cliche, But come on, man. Be the best.
Yep.
Right.
He's on my Mount Rushmore for sure. I think.
Well, I mean, apples and oranges when it comes to like Big and Pac and all
Yeah.
that. It's like comparing Nas and Jay. It's apples and oranges.
Why
Like,
Word.
Nas
No
has a
doubt.
style. Jay has a style.
To quote my man Lil Dicky, why can't fruit be compared?
Why can't Fruit be compared?
And that
You-
Illmatic,
it
I
has
mean,
a different
Illmatic
vibe.
is a record I probably couldn't live without either. I
Yep.
mean, come on, man.
Illmatic
3 is
was
not
that
enough.
work, bro. Illmatic was that
Yeah.
work.
Yep.
Yeah.
But if I had to, all right, so if I had to take 3 albums to sustain myself for the rest of my life,
Right.
Although it's difficult, my first one would have to be Stain Dysfunction. That album has got me through some of the toughest times of my life.
Nice.
Learned a lot about you, like just with that one answer. Like I learned a lot about you.
Right?
Yeah, it tells you where I was, like as a kid,
Yeah.
as a teenager. Yeah, dealing with clinical depression does a lot,
Yeah.
and Aaron Lewis spoke my pain for a very, very long time.
Yep.
Until I found out he was a conservative Trump supporter, and that's like finding out your favorite snack food is made by the KKK.
Oh, it hurts,
Bro.
It hurts every time.
I'm dead ass. It's like finding out your favorite snack food is made by KKK because you be conflicted as shit. You be looking in the store like, I want the hell out of that, but I know where the money's going.
Yep.
Ugh.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
It
was like when
but
when not Denzel. Wow, when Dave Chappelle was talking about the Cosby trial. You know what I mean? He's like Cosby was like chocolate ice cream, and then you found that out. You don't want ice cream to do that to women. Like, I don't want to say that word, but you know what I mean? Like it's
real shit.
When your heroes become like your worst enemy, like that's the worst.
No, don't get me wrong. I still absolutely love Aaron's music. Like I can't say that him as an artist hasn't resonated with me for such a long time. As far as his politics and who he is as a person, I mean, he's a country boy. He grew up listening to freaking Tom Petty and Conway Twitty. So I mean, I get it. I get the whole backwater is like, yeah.
Kit Kat secret funding.
and Nick
wow.
Chick-fil-A. Like, Chick-fil-A is a hard one. When you learn about Chick-fil-A, but you've had a Chick-fil-A sandwich before, like that's hard.
Food is a whole different thing.
But so Stain Dysfunction.
Yeah.
I would have to take
Chris Brown.
Oh.
Just to go down the controversial path.
I got to wow.
Ball, Chris Brown.
This is a hard one. I'd have to take Ani DeFranco, Little Plastic Castle.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
And I'd have to take Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah. I
okay.
mean, oof. Yeah.
Okay. I think
Reasonable Doubt.
I think I want to change.
I mean,
I think I would drop the Seven's Travels. I think I would pick up Good Charlotte's first album.
Ooh, that's a
Good Charlotte.
Same reason.
It's my dudes, man. God dang.
Well, I mean, I really can't live out with I've lived without like Fall Out Boy, Infinity on High, or Mother Portrait, because like that's my emo skater loser vibe. I was just rocking out to that in Block Party today.
Yep.
Have you ever heard Block Party?
That hidden track on that Good Charlotte album, like as soon as I figured out how to cut music on my old desktop, with the dial-up internet, like I cut that out of the end, because it was a track, and then there was like a solid minute of silence before Thank You came on. I cut Thank You and put it just as a blank MP3 on my iPad or on my
Dysfunction
replayer, And because that song, like, it's hard.
Dysfunction with Access Baggage.
Yes. Yeah.
Access
But
Baggage
I'm
is one of my favorites. Oh my god.
no, I'm not supposed to add more, but it's impossible. And I know this is deep, and I know you guys, everybody out there, everybody that's in the chat, everybody gonna
Right
feel
hidden
this one.
tracks.
New Kids on the Block.
You said everyone's gonna feel that, and then you
I'm
picked
playing,
Oh
man.
man.
that's
And
older
you come out with
than
New Kids on the
kids in
Block.
chat. He said everybody's gonna feel this, and then you
No, you know
some
what?
dudes. We got 15-year-olds
You
in the
know
chat,
what?
bro.
I wouldn't.
Like, they don't know.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't mind taking. I wouldn't mind taking Britney Spears, "Baby," one more time. Nah, you know what?
Vanilla Ice.
Bro. I accidentally saw Vanilla
Oh man.
perform. I accidentally saw her perform at a
You know
Timberwolves
what?
concert.
I'd have to. Oh shit.
At a
Really?
game. I'm sorry. It was
Wow.
a halftime show for a Timberwolves game. I accidentally saw Vanilla Ice perform, and it was the
I accidentally solving.
it was so funny because we all like it was halftime, so we all got
I
like
accidentally.
go get hot dogs and whatever we wanted during the halftime, right? And then I hear the announcer go,
Is that right? Accidentally.
Robert Van Winkle, aka Vanilla Ice. I got it out of line. Like I was in line. I was the two people
What?
me to get a hot dog. I got out of line and I went back to my seat because I'm like, I have to record this. Like
I said, what?
when is this gonna
Vanilla
happen?
Ice?
Oh dang!
Exactly.
That's
And all
hilarious.
Exactly.
he knows his
Oh,
like
no, you know what?
he had 2 songs. Which 2 songs do you think that dude play? Obviously Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby, but what was the other track that you think?
Ice Baby, right?
I have no idea. I
Oh,
didn't know he had another song.
That's most people.
You never saw
That's the only thing they know.
saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2? Go Ninja,
Yeah,
go
yeah.
Ninja, go
Ninja,
Ninja,
go
Ninja.
Ninja, stop playing. Stop
Oh,
playing, bro.
man.
Stop fucking playing.
It was
yo.
the funniest. And
Stop
the Jumbotron,
playing,
I
yo.
kid you not, the Jumbotron, it wasn't even like clips from the movie. It was like you know like light brights. You remember light brights? The Jumbotron was like basically
Oh my
light
God.
bright outlines of the Ninja Turtles because they couldn't get rights to the movie. So the whole Jumbotron, it didn't even have Vanilla Ice up on it. It had these little light bright looking Ninja Turtles.
Oh man.
I am no more good. That is like the most epic thing I heard.
It was so funny. It was totally worth not getting a hot dog. Like,
all right.
I do have to
That's
say
it,
this
man.
though.
I'm signing off. That's
Oh,
all I
my
can
man.
take. Let's go.
Oh,
No.
he said I'm out of here. He's like, yo, all right, I'm gonna head out. Even SpongeBob me, I'm gonna head out.
Yeah,
All
you
right,
can't be
yeah, I'm going.
Oh.
I'm going. No, but
what was the best show?
I have to trade.
Okay.
I do have to. I'll do one real quick though. I do have to trade. I have to trade because as much as I love oh my God. I mean, I can't trade Jay. So like as much as I love Ani, it would have to be either between Ani and freaking Funny Lady, Barbara Streisand.
Really?
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Really?
I grew up a
deep.
Broadway kid, dude. Like
No.
I grew up listening to like Hello Dolly and
The man
freaking
plays 18
Joseph
different
and
instruments. What do you
Joseph and the
expect?
Technicolor Dreamcoat in Chicago and Fame and
Ahead with those.
yeah. Oh yeah. You know what? This ball.
I had to.
I'm gonna catch you by the water cooler, bro. We watch. I saw you coming out the office building the other day. I saw the pop, pop, pop.
Oh man. See, like I was in musicals, man. Like I got the same time I was cutting my first demo. At the same time, I was also playing Drunkest Russian in Fiddler on the Roof at my college. Like whatever Russian
wow.
security guards were doing, I was doing the most of. Like, so if we were angry at the Jewish, people or whatever, I was the angriest. If we were happy drunk, I was the happiest drunk. You know what I mean? And
crazy.
This was at my like Christian college. Like I went to a private college, and we did this down in a little box. We called it the box. It sat like The audience was at most like 90 people, I think. And so we're on the
You
floor.
didn't go to Cho, did you?
What?
I'm sorry.
No.
You didn't go to Cho, did you?
No. So,
All right. Sorry,
so I'm on the floor, right? And then the audience is like in risers around this room, right? And so we had to do a table dance as the Russians. Like we jump up on the table and we do, a little Russian jig dance thing. My grandma bought tickets and didn't tell me. And she's sitting right looking at my table, and I didn't know she was there, and I lost my mind in the middle of this thing. One, because I didn't know my grandma was going to be there, and two, because we were method acting. So like they put like real food in front of us when we did like the wedding scene and stuff. Like we were eating like real food, and so they bought a bunch of bottles and stuff for us, like for the bar scene, and they like we're supposed to pour them all out and refill them with water and whatever because we're a private college. They missed one.
Yeah.
So the first time in my life that I was drunk was during this musical.
You were actually,
and I'm a foot and a half away from my grandma, and I just drank a mug of vodka, like a straight mug.
That's
I
funny,
chugged
bro.
it down, and I never drank before in my life, and so I am lit. And
Wow,
my grandma's right there.
Man.
So like when you're talking about
That's
musicals,
crazy,
like
man.
I got emotional ties and I got physical ties. Like, oh man,
I wanted to find an off-way broad. Like I wanted to go to like the Tacoma Community Theater and do like an off-Broadway or Rent or something like that, just for fun.
Just
yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, actually, I probably should. I am writing a musical, by the way.
I know that about.
Damn,
like
that ain't easy, man. That
I've
ain't easy.
I've actually got like a full-fledged musical in the works. So I've got several songs that I've been working on. I'm looking for like voices and so on and so forth. It's actually based upon religion and the ideal of the faction of several different religions, and it's kind of controversial. I'm going to talk to you about it, of course.
Okay.
It's kind of controversial in the grand scheme of things, but if you really look at it, it kind of plays on the ideal, kind of like Dogma does, plays on the ideal of conceptually the idea of God and the choir of angels not being exactly what human beings think they are.
Right.
It's an entire. I'll explain it to you, Chris. You and I, you got me on Facebook now, so you can actually just call me. You got my number, I think. If not, then I'll give you my number. Like
that's true.
You just call me, bro. But we'll definitely talk about that. But it's called Illuminate, so make sure y'all watch out for that. I'm gonna put out a couple tracks from that too.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's after 10. So let's talk about. I'm going to give you guys each a couple minutes, and then I'll take a couple minutes. Before we say goodnight. But what's coming up for you or for your people or whatever? What's the next thing, or what's the thing that you are the most hype about in your personal life, in your professional life, in your music life that you want to talk about? We'll start with Jado Ray.
The next thing that I got coming up.
Yeah. Or the next thing that you want to hype up, whatever that
really
is.
Yeah, man. It's probably the Jada Ray project, which is coming out in 2022. We are slated to kind of build up the social media buzz, record more tracks, get everything ready, and we're planning on releasing in summer. So it's a ways off, man. But I mean, there's other projects that Tangletown is working with that will probably be bigger and more lucrative, but they're not me. So I'm most excited about my project.
I'm with that.
There it is.
I'm just keeping it 1,000.
Hit me up if you need me on a track.
Oh,
hit me
come
up if
on,
you need
man.
me on a track.
Enough said. Say less. We got you, man. Yeah, let's hook it up for sure.
Send me a beat. I'll send it back.
Appreciate you, man. Yeah, hell
also
yeah.
mix it. I mix and master
too.
Oh yeah.
What's up?
Oh yeah. I mix and master too. So like, just let me. Yeah.
I feel like this is a very productive live. I'm super happy about that, bro. Yeah. We gonna link up for sure.
I told you we were hooking it up with Phyre's no joke. Yeah, and you should hype up your stuff. Like Jay,
Thank
like
you.
why are you apologizing? I know we got other stuff to tackle talent first, but
All right.
Facts.
not hyping up yourself. Nobody else is gonna either.
Exactly. Ain't nobody else gonna do it.
Facts.
Right. All right, Phyre,
100.
what's
I see you, Nick.
your hype thing that you want to hype up? What's next for you? Or what's coming up that you want to?
Well, outside of there's a couple things I'm doing actually. Outside of like me, performing around Philadelphia and doing my thing, my album's dropping hopefully as soon as possible. I'm trying to get it out before the end of the year, but if it doesn't, it'll be out like January. So that's a definite because like I've got it. Myself and a couple other producers are working on that pretty hard. I got some tracks that they're doing, and I wanted to collab like producers, hip hop artists. So I'm working with that. But in December, I'm actually headed to Miami. And what I'm doing down there is what most people don't realize about me is that I'm being multifaceted. I'm also a visual artist, so I do tattoos, I do painting, and so on and so forth. Like if you take a look at my page, I got a little bit of everything. But I'm headed down there to go to Art Basel, and I'm going to go down there and not only sell my artwork and push the brand in Evil Seed Studios, but we're having a 3-day banger, and it's like a theme party in the B&B that we're in. We're hosting it. It's like 500 tickets per night, so it's really, really exclusive. But there are going to be a lot of different personnels there, from movie personnel, so on and so forth. And we're recording the whole thing, so hopefully it winds up somewhere that you guys can see it, and you guys will actually be able to see what I do. But
hit me up if you
we're
need
having like a black tie event. That's
if you need
definitely.
people to shoot.
Well, I'm going to have to. It's actually that's another thing because we're gonna wind up doing if this one goes off the way that we plan it to, which it should, and we get the backing for it, and it winds up in the right hands. The next trip we're making is in Switzerland, Art Basel in Switzerland. So we're gonna need a good team, but as of right now, like we're just putting this thing together, and it's basically a whole bunch of the Black entrepreneurs that are working together and banding together to try to increase the brand and rebuild a community businesses. People that are actually working. You haven't seen it's over 20 entrepreneurs going down to this one trip. You haven't seen that many Black entrepreneurs actually working towards one goal, I don't think, ever. So we've got a lot of people in a lot of ears right now, outside of my sister being nominated for an Emmy. I wish she was on TikTok because I give her a quick shout out. But yeah,
For what?
Her documentary. She's got a documentary that she was producing. She's filming and producing. And
that's exciting. Dang.
She got nominated for an Emmy, so hopefully she wins.
Yeah.
Like I said, if things go off, I can't release any of that and all of that. So I'm keeping on with.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm keeping all of that under.
When are Chris and I flying to Miami? That's what I want to know. What's good with this
Miami?
Hey,
look, it's the beginning of December, so
okay.
I mean, if you guys want to come down, like it's the party is going to be the 1st through the 3rd. Like y'all, come on down.
We gonna be there.
Seriously,
bro.
like
hell yeah.
Call it the Phyre.
Definitely. But
I'm gonna drag next step by his.
I know you tempted. To take it back, but don't call it.
I'm not gonna call it the Phyre Festival. No, it's actually it's actually gonna be freezing.
That's hilarious.
I'm freezing. Don't do that.
That's funny.
No, but it's actually like melanated money moves. Jesus. Just melanated money moves type deal.
Word,
so, but I'm also interestingly enough, I've also been into, as everybody knows, that I do the social justice or whatever the case, but I've been into local politics as well.
Yeah.
So not too long ago in the last the primaries, I've met with a lot of council people and like the city council men and women in Montgomery County, and like the school board, the chair, the head of the school board, the freaking president of the there's a lot of politics. So I'm probably going to wind up being in someone's cabinet and somebody's campaign at some point in time.
Okay. Cool.
So public. I might wind up running for public office myself, but I'd have to get into the whole politics game, which I really don't want to. But
It's a
it
grind,
is what
man.
it is.
It's a grind,
It
but
is
we
a
might
grind.
need you. We might need you though. We need real people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, real.
I'll try to keep my feet wet and a little bit of everything. So
Enough said.
Yeah, you got
that's
that super.
pretty much what's going on with me right now.
I have a lot to say about politics.
None of it.
we'll talk offline.
None of it. I'm gonna let you
Well,
say.
Ben Franklin said politics. Ben Franklin said politics aren't for politicians. So you know,
I feel that
man.
For real.
So for me, we got. I mean, obviously, we got a lot of stuff going on with Tangletown. We got Jay's project. We got some other artists that we're working on, trying to get intakes on, and bring them into the fold, into the family. But for me, thing I'm most excited about, Rob and I have been talking about, putting some tracks on wax, some actual like old album kind of stuff. And we've got some, it's interesting because the kind of sound that comes out of digitally made music when you put it on wax, like it sounds crazy, like in a cool way, like in a good way. It sounds like if you ever been in an Atmos theater, an Atmos speaker system theater, that's what it sounds like. You get a lot more sound pulled out of a digital made thing. So he's working on some tracks for that, and I'm gonna throw down on some stuff, and have my own project that we're gonna be working on, starting hopefully in January is when we're gonna start it. So I don't know when that's gonna be released, but Chris Spank too, my other channel, I'm just spitting bars, just staying sharp. And so I'm really excited about that. Got some stuff going on there. But the thing I'm most excited about,
I seen you, homie.
I appreciate that.
I seen you, homie.
The thing that I'm more recently excited about, we have, if you've been following me for a little bit, you might have seen we got gifted a random set of hats. And so we have some artists working on making those into something that we can sell and then donate. So we have some very talented people making us, and extra people. After I made that, we have 3 other people that they're being made. I don't have them in my possession yet. But we've.
I'm saying like a blank one, because you can send that my way and I'll throw something on it.
I can do that.
Dope.
Yeah. You're the dude that I want on that.
Appreciate it.
So we've got these hats that we're putting BLM stuff on, putting George Floyd on, putting indigenous people awareness kind of stuff on. We got one lady that's working on. You might have seen this kind of iconic thing, and if you haven't, you should. But it's Silence of the Indigenous Woman is the name of the original art, and she takes some. I don't know if this is what you call it, but she takes some face paint, some kind of war paint, old school, indigenous paint kind of thing, and she paints a hand over her own mouth, like her own silence. And
so that's the thing, the red paint with a
Yep. So she's representing that on one of these hats. So we're gonna sell those off, and we're gonna give all the proceeds from that to the George Floyd Foundation. Same as the proceeds from his name. And we're just going to throw that at that. So I'm really excited to get those back and get that done. I've seen that, Snake.
You think something like this?
Stuff on your lives and stuff. Like, you're a talented dude. If I'm ever down in Philly and you got your needles with you, I might let you do something up on me.
So go on my IG. I got my tattoos on my IG.
I saw.
Same thing. At the real Phyre. Yeah.
I didn't mean to add you on Instagram, but we did. So that worked out really well.
Yeah.
So anyway,
you got me on a book too.
That's all I got. That's all we got. Phyre and I are going to talk a little bit more in the DMs about some stuff. And Jay, I see you all the time. So,
I'm gonna toss you my number, bro, so you can you text me straight up.
Let's do that. Fastest. Anyway, good night, guys. I love you. Everybody in the chat, I love you guys. Appreciate you. You guys.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for tuning in. And of course, thanks for the spark.
Yeah.
Salute that.